On the cusp of a frigid Alaskan dawn, October 4, 1980, disaster struck the pride of the Holland-America fleet, the luxury cruise ship Prinsendam. Carrying 519 souls, passengers savoring a scenic voyage and the dedicated crew, she sailed the unforgiving, icy expanse of the Gulf of Alaska. At 1:30 a.m., a terrifying realization dawned. A fire had erupted in the engine room, stealthily growing into a raging inferno. Despite the valiant initial efforts of the crew, the blaze proved insatiable. Within hours, it had chewed through critical systems, disabling the very tools designed to fight it. The ship, crippled and burning, was a floating time bomb, leaving Captain Cornelis Vlist a single, agonizing option: abandon ship. The distress call, a desperate plea broadcast into the lonely darkness, triggered a monumental, multinational response. The ensuing hours would be a brutal test of human endurance against nature's fury. The conditions: the Gulf of Alaska showed no mercy. Survivors huddled in lifeboats and rafts were tossed mercilessly by 30-foot, mountainous seas while icy, gale-force winds stripped away their body heat. Hypothermia was as great a threat as the churning ocean. The heroes mobilize. What followed was a breathtaking testament to inter-service cooperation and selfless bravery. The U.S. Coast Guard and U.S. Air Force scrambled every available long-range aircraft and helicopter. They were swiftly joined by the Royal Canadian Air Force and even a fleet of commercial and civilian ships, notably the tanker SS Williamsburg, which raced through the night to offer aid. The rescue operation, executed across 35 perilous hours, was a masterclass in high seas heroism. If you enjoy hearing my stories, please subscribe and hit the bell. It helps me bring my stories to life. Above the towering waves, rescue helicopters navigated blinding snow squalls and punishing wind shear. Pilots and pararescue men executed daring maneuvers, lowering themselves into the tempest to pluck frightened, freezing survivors directly from the tiny, pitching lifeboats. All night and through the following day, the sky thrummed with the sound of rotors, the lifeline connecting the doomed ship's company to safety. By the time the last survivor was hoisted to safety, an unbelievable truth settled over the operation: 519 people had been rescued, and not a single life was lost. Days later, the magnificent Prinsendam, gutted by fire, finally slipped beneath the icy waves of the Gulf of Alaska. She was gone, but her loss cemented an extraordinary legacy. The Prinsendam disaster is not remembered for the ship's fate, but as one of the greatest maritime rescue efforts in history. A shining saga of courage, precision, and the unbreakable bond of humanity working together against impossible odds. More to come.